Hello, this is Dattaji and I am preaching the spiritual knowledge of Sri Dattaswami. The Lord appears as a human incarnation in order to make himself available to our direct perception. Thus he satisfies the Vedic statement, Yat sakshat aparokshat brahma, which means that the Lord is available to direct perception right here. The Bhagavad Gita also says the same thing, manushim tanumasritam. When the Lord takes human form, it is important to recognize him as the Lord. Prophet Mohammed gave 33 signs to identify the human incarnation of the Lord. Thus actually Islam also accepts the human incarnation of God, although the prevalent form of the religion is averse to this concept. When these signs are followed, the human incarnation can be identified and the statements of Scripture, which assert the direct perception, are satisfied. People cannot accept God right in front of them, owing to their ego and jealousy. They try to place God in some other world and some later time, which is after death. These are people with a lower maturity. The mature people who have conquered their ego and jealousy accept God in human form in this world. The Rig Veda says, that which is here is true, that which is not here is not true. The acceptance of the Lord right here, available to direct perception, is desirable, as it satisfies a scientist or a rationalist too. Science is based on the direct perception as the means to establish the validity or existence of a statement or an entity. From the above discussion, God in human form is not an obscure, unverifiable entity. He is available here and now for direct perception. Yat sakshat aparokshat brahma means that God is here itself. He is not to be known through some other medium of questionable validity, but by direct perception. The statement that God is here does not mean that every individual soul is God. The individual soul is certainly different from God. However, God has taken up a particular human body and lives among us. Salvation is freedom from all the worldly bonds. It is also here. It is not in some other world. In this world we have a lot of attachments. These bonds with other souls and material things impede our salvation. All such bonds are temporary and changing. Today we are attached to some person and tomorrow to someone else. Salvation consists in breaking all such temporary bonds. This is achieved by developing and nurturing the single permanent bond with God. In no relation or no action performed for any other soul here is there permanence. By attaching to God alone can one free oneself from all the temporary bonds of the world. The soul is made of the life energy, or the superior energy, called as prakriti. The prakriti is a drop in the ocean of the totality of the superior energy, called as parasakti or maya. The parasakti is the power of the Lord. It gives rise to creation. The individual soul has attachments to other souls which are also prakriti. Additionally, it has attachments with material things which are a grossified or inert form of the prakriti called as aparokshat. The aparokshat includes all inert objects such as wealth, land, house, cars, and so on. Now the individual soul is in this world. It has bonds to other souls and to inert objects which are both in this world. The breaking of these bonds is also in this world. Therefore, salvation is in this world. It is here and now. It is not after death in some other unknown world.
वीरं भजे वीरभद्रं भजे रौद्राविकटाट्टहासं भजे कालीपते भद्रकालीपते कालीपते भद्रकालीपते कालीपते भद्रकालीपते वीरं भजे वीरभद्रं भजे रौद्राविकटाट्टहासं भजे वीरं भजे वीरभद्रं भजे रौद्राविकटाट्टहासं भजे श्रीभद्रकाली सहितं वीरभद्रं नमामितं कुलदेवं प्रसूताता रूपान्तरमिव स्थितम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय।